Volkswagen Group, also called Volkswagen AG, merged a German automobile manufacturer founded by the German government in 1937 to mass-produce a low-priced people's car. Volkswagen is the world-leading automobile manufacturer and it is the largest car maker in Europe. Volkswagen was based in Wolfsburg, Germany. They have over 342,000 employees that are able to build up over 21,500 vehicles a day. Volkswagen production sites are located in Europe, America, Africa, and Asia. What happened and how the corporate scandal occurred? Volkswagen installed an emission-based software on more than 500,000 diesel cars in the US. Draft cycles set by the Environmental Protection Agency in the test mode, the cars are fully compliant with all federal emission levels. But when driving, normally the computer switches to a separate mode, significantly changing things such as the fuel pressure, injection timing, and the amount of fluid sprayed into the exhaust, while this mode likely delivers higher mileage and power. It also produced more nitrous oxide emissions, a pollutant linked to lung cancer. The cars were producing up to 40 times higher than the federal limit of these emissions. So the cars were producing almost 40 times more than the federal limit on pollutants, meaning that they were not controlling the pollutants as much as they claimed them would. Volkswagen also lied about the emissions their cars were producing in order to gain a competitive advantage in an attempt to persuade people to buy their cars. Volkswagen lied about the efficiency of their cars, and this completely goes against their aim to have a positive impact on society. They also went against the final point of the corporate social responsibility (CSR) policy by ignoring ecological and social responsibilities in attempt to make more money. Martin Winterkorn, the former head of Volkswagen, is one of the persons who are involved in the corporate governance scandal. The government alleges that former company executives Richard Dorenkamp, Hans Jakob Nasser, Jens Handler, Bernd Gottweis, and Jürgen Peter, Chairman Hans-Dieter Poch, who was Volkswagen's chief financial officer. 9 out of 10 Volkswagen drivers in Britain hit by the diesel emissions. The people say they should be paid, raising pressure on the carmaker to continue to recover from the crisis. Almost 1.2 million diesel cars in Britain are embroiled in the crisis, out of 11 million worldwide. The corporation has set aside $6.5 billion to fund the cost of recalling and fixing the cars involved, but still faces the possibility of fines and court action from consumers and shareholders. 86% of Volkswagen drivers were worried about the environmental effects of their cars, while 83% were challenging the impact of their resale value, and 73% were concerned about the efficiency of their vehicles. The lessons that we get from the Volkswagen corporate governance scandal are: first, cheating never pays; second, use powers for good or self-interest; third, the importance of brand; fourth, lack of environment issue. The analysis in the Financial Times and the Wall Street Journal cite the company's weak corporate governance as a root cause of the diesel emissions scandal. The Volkswagen Supervisory Board was blamed for lack of diversity, expertise, and independence. Volkswagen is a German company with a dual-tier structure. Germany's two-tier governance system is also perceived to be equivalent. According to the Corporate Governance Code 2017, the board should set the strategic objectives of the company, ensure that the necessary resources are available so that the company can meet its objectives, and review management performance. The board should set the values and standards of the company and ensure that its obligations to its shareholders and other stakeholders are understood and fulfilled. The directors shall carry out their roles and obligations fairly at all times. The board should, among others, together with senior management, promote good corporate governance culture. Ensure that the strategic plan of the company supports long-term value creation. Ensure there is a sound framework for internal controls and risk management. All these guidelines is written under the Code of Corporate Governance 2017.